Good morning, everyone. My name is Melanie and welcome back to A Slice of Heaven Homestead. This morning I just wanted to walk around with you and show you what's happening in my garden. Wanted to start out here with the butternut squash. They are doing marvelously. This week we have had, I think, 4 different baby butternut squash that we've pollinated, so that will make, I think, about 12 butternut squash that we've had so far. I'm super stoked about that. Now this one down here, this one is pretty ready to harvest. It could go a little bit longer, but the stem is starting to turn brown. It's very hard, which means it's not really getting any more nutrients, any more water. So this one's done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off and bring it inside, and we'll eat some butternut squash tonight. There are quite a few zinnias here that are obviously at the end of their life cycle. I'm going to go ahead and pick these, and then I'll dry their seeds so I can have some seeds for next year. Now my tomato plants have just really exploded with growth. As you can see, I've got a little bit of harvesting to do over here too. Now, coming on here, now I've got 2 grow pots with lettuce, and they are both doing pretty well. You can see evidence of a caterpillar in here somewhere. I can't find it yet, but the growth in these plants is doing just fine. It might be a little hot for them because I see that their stem is, well, it's growing pretty tall, which is not really what you want for lettuce. So I might just have to restart this lettuce again here in the next month when I start my fall seeds. But we'll see if we can get anything out of it right now. Now, my yellow squash and my zucchini, I honestly thought that I had fixed the problem with my plants not putting on viable fruit. So I did prune those back a lot, and they started making these really big baby fruits with flowers. However, they never bloomed, and then they would start rotting, having never bloomed. So I have not figured out what the deal is with that yet. I've tried fertilizing, I've tried more water, I've tried calcium for blossom end rot, and I think that they're just kind of at the end of their life cycle here. So I'm just gonna, I guess, wait and see what happens. I know these plants are going to be ripped out here pretty soon as I start my fall winter garden. I think I'll be planting onions and garlic in these pots, or maybe carrots. I haven't quite decided yet. This lettuce actually looks just a little bit better than the other pot. It's at a different angle, different amounts of sun. However, on my lettuce, you can see here where the tips are just kind of starting to brown and rot a little bit. That is called tip rot. Now, it's a very, very simple fix. My lettuce is getting tip rot because it needs a dose of calcium. Calcium will help to stop that rot from happening. So I want to hurry up and get some calcium into that soil pretty quickly. Now, a very easy, simple way of adding calcium to your soil is just by crushing up 1 Tums tablet and watering it in. And actually, we should see some progress on this tip rot here within the next day or two. It should be all but gone. As you can see, I think I need a little bit. I need to replace this this mesh. I just had some fabric garden mesh. I've had it on here for a couple of months now. It's not doing so well, but then again, I got this at the Japanese dollar store, so what can you expect from that? There's my sunflowers. Petals are starting to die off. They're starting to turn colors in there. Now, I honestly don't know what type of sunflower these are. They were just the dwarf variety that I got here at the Japanese dollar store. So I don't even know if they're good to eat or not, but they certainly are pretty. Here are my eggplants. They're still doing okay. I did spray them down. Actually, just last night, one of the little neighbor girls here, she wanted to help me out, so I let her spray down some of my eggplants with just the soapy water mixture, about 1 tablespoon of dish soap per pint of water. But as you can see, things are still trying to attack my plants, and they're not the lady beetles. I think I got rid of all the lady beetles. However, there's just these teeny tiny white spots all over. I'm not sure if that's a type of disease or not. I'm gonna have to look that up. But we do have some awesome eggplants here. This one's ready to harvest today. I think I'll leave these other 2 on there for a couple more days. Eggplants are starting to perk up though. They're doing really well. I have lots of little things going on here. Hopefully some new little eggplants from these buds. Here are my peppers. My peppers are doing just absolutely awesome this year. I'm not sure what type of peppers these are. I got them as seed starts from Homes, the Japanese kind of equivalent to Home Depot. And of course, they were all in Japanese. I am honestly just happy that I found a non-spicy green bell pepper. Since I couldn't read any of the descriptions, I really didn't want to end up with a really spicy one because I cannot take the heat. These plants are doing awesome. There's lots of little fruit set and lots of tiny little buds just waiting to be pollinated. Now here, I'm not quite sure what happened with this one. I think I did notice a little bit of damage a few days ago, and I think it just couldn't heal from that. So it's starting to rot. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one today because there is still, most of this is edible. So I will just go ahead and cut out that little part that is damaged, and we'll go ahead and eat up the rest of this tonight. some more eggplants. Got about 3 on here, and then quite a few more flowers. Pretty excited about that. And then of course the other set of my happy sunflowers. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is my green beans over here. Yeah, I've pretty much counted them as lost. I think they got some type of disease or something. I really don't know, but they are just doing pretty terrible. So I don't even consider them as part of the garden tour anymore. They are just going to be ripped out here pretty soon, and I am going to plant something else here for the fall and winter. I see that's a pretty good little harvest there. And here's these zucchini and yellow squash that did not get pollinated correctly. And so the tips of them are starting to get squishy, and they will eventually rot. But, you know, I know that they are not pollinated, that they'll eventually rot, so I went ahead and I just picked those off. These are still edible, and they're very good chopped up and fried with a little bit of olive oil and garlic and salt. So we're just going to go ahead and eat those tonight. So thank you for joining me today. And as always, spread a little kindness and encourage each other today. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, we hope you find your slice of heaven too.